Michael was the type of individual who could easily make the rest of us feel as if we were standing still.
He was very different from a lot of people in cardiac surgery.
Michael went as a group to a UCLA's Medical Center sponsored health fair when he was in elementary school. Shortly after that, he announced to his friends and to us that he was going to be a heart surgeon.
And then as he got into medical school and residency training, he envisioned and created a role to allow himself to become trained in catheter skills.
Michael was very innovative, and that's why he thought to do this. He played a big role in really defining this, what has, I think, really become a new specialty.
One of Mike's visions, too, was to formalize a fellowship training program for cardiac surgeons.
The educational part of this was tremendously important to Mike.
His goal wasn't just for him to be the one that had this special, unique training.
Dr. Michael Davidson was a mentor of mine since I started my training at the Brigham in 2011. He was really an inspiration, and I just have to say he was a great teacher.
I worked with medical students who had the opportunity to work with Dr. Davidson. But whenever I would hear Dr. Davidson, the only thing I could think of was Dr. Davidson as a freshman in college or as a senior in college.
He started off as a philosophy major at Princeton. And so going from being a philosophy major to being a cardiac surgeon is a pretty big leap if you're not an eclectic thinker. And Mike was.
I think we took it for granted how involved he was in the patients, in their care, and not only the patients but the families as well.
But again, that comes back to two things: his Renaissance man personality and the fact that he really, really cared about patients as patients. Not about hearts with disease, but about people. I call Mike Mike because he never really went by the appellation of Dr. Davidson. He was always Mike, and he reveled in being normal.
As devoted as he was to his profession, he was equally, if not more, devoted to his family. That was an absolute priority. About 6 months before his 40th birthday, he said, I've decided what I want to do for my birthday. I'm going to run the Boston Marathon.
My wife and my older daughter and I were sitting there cheering everyone on, and I saw Mike, and I jump up and I start screaming and yelling for Mike. What absolutely stands out, though, was that he was running with Terry. And here they were, this couple charging along solidly together, running towards that finish line. It was a beautiful moment.
He was really my best friend.
We should honor Mike, I think, in our everyday lives by trying to take care of patients the way he did and think about how we would treat patients if Mike was standing next to us helping us evaluate and treat them.